Welcome back, guys. My name is Patrick. This is the Fanatic Rundown. They don't ask you how, they just ask you how many. The Edmonton Oilers with their 39th win of the season, a 6-5 overtime victory over the St. Louis Blues. Just don't ask what the score was earlier. Okay, we got to mention it. The Oilers were up 4-1 and 5-3 in this hockey game. They blow both those leads. This was another game where the Oilers jumped out to an early lead. They had a 4-1 lead after the first period, but the Blues slowly started chipping away. They made it 4-3 in the second before Darnell Nurse put the Oilers up 5-3 heading into the third period. So, 5-3 lead, 2-goal lead, 2-goal cushion. Can the Oilers shut it down in the third period? No, they cannot. The Blues come back, score 2 goals, force overtime. In overtime, the Blues are just happy to keep the puck back, hold off Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid, see if they can wear off their ice time, and then go for an attack. The Blues do that for about a minute, go in, Mike Smith, big save in overtime, Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl shoot back up the ice, Draisaitl feeds McDavid his second goal of the night, and the Oilers pick up the huge 6-5 victory. 2 absolutely crucial points in the standings. Unlike the LA game where you hated giving up the extra point to the Kings, really wanted the Oilers to win in regulation. Tonight, going to overtime, the Oilers with 4-1 and 5-3 leads should have really been able to close out this game in regulation, but with the Blues getting a point, it doesn't really affect the Oilers overall. The most important thing tonight was that the Oilers did get the 2 points, and they walk away with 2 points, improved to a 9-game winning streak at home, tying a franchise record. So fantastic to see, absolutely crucial for the Oilers in the standings. It was a big night for several Oilers tonight. Zach Hyman with his 23rd and 24th goals of the year continues to set a new career best. So we all kind of hoped that would be the case for Zach Hyman, and he's coming through in a big way for the Oilers. Evander Kane with a goal and 2 assists, so he gets back on the board. 3-point night. His goal was also a shorthanded goal tonight, so those are always a bonus to get. But once again, Connor McDavid is the hero. 2 goals tonight, including the game-winning overtime goal. The game-winning overtime goal is my play of the game tonight, and Connor McDavid is my player of the game tonight. He takes both honors tonight. Connor has just been taking his game to another level lately. He hit 100 points recently. He's up to 39 goals on the season. Just 11 goals back of the amazing Austin Matthews. Did you guys see all that? They don't even need to win a cup in Toronto. The friggin' gave him a parade for scoring 50 goals. But anyway, Connor McDavid is my player of the game tonight, and the game-winning overtime goal is my play of the game tonight. So like I said, guys, the 2 points are the most crucial thing tonight for the Oilers. But obviously some disturbing things. 4-1 and 5-3 leads blown. This team needs to learn how to shut down a hockey game. Yes, they have amazing offensive power. Scoring goals is not a problem for this team. Preventing goals is proving to be a problem. Mike Smith did struggle tonight. He gives up 5. A couple of them, probably not his fault. But a couple of them, Mike Smith should have those. Thankfully, the Oilers are able to outscore their mistakes tonight. They win 6-5 in overtime against a very good St. Louis Blues team. But I think this definitely has to be a focus for Jay Woodcroft and the coaching staff, working with this team on their defensive play. Some nights they just seem to be really dialed in. They can shut it down. But other nights, it's just a free-for-all, it seems. And the Oilers are almost forced to outscore their mistakes. And obviously, when they can't outscore them, they end up losing. Calgary Flames game, prime example. That night, they score 5 goals on Jacob Markstrom, perfect on the penalty kill, but lose that game 9-5. Obviously, tonight, nowhere near as bad as that hockey game, but the Oilers definitely let their foot off the gas, as they very often do. And for 2 periods, the Oilers had some opportunities. Darnell Nurse did score to make it 5-3, but the Blues really had the majority of the chances in the second and the third after a really strong first period for the Oilers. So it's almost, you love to see the team get off to a great start because the Oilers couldn't score the first goal in a hockey game for what seemed like forever. So it's nice to see them getting in, having strong starts, scoring a bunch of goals in the first period. That's great. But just because you score a bunch, this team isn't showing that it's strong enough defensively to let off the gas. Like, you got to stay on the attack, keep teams back. It seems when the other team changes out their goalie, like Washington did earlier and St. Louis did tonight, it kind of rejuvenates the other team, and the Oilers have to be cognizant of that and just keep on attacking. They can't let the other team gain momentum. You can't blow a 4-1 lead. You can't blow a 5-3 lead, especially the 5-3 lead. Like, the 4-1 lead, they had that one in the first period. But I'd say almost the 5-3 lead, which I know is smaller, but it's almost a little worse, right? You're going into the third period with a 2-goal lead. I'll give you giving up 1 goal maybe, allowing the St. Louis Blues to make it 5-4, but you can't blow a 2-goal lead in the third period. Not when points are crucial. Everything's on the line right now. The Oilers are fighting for a playoff spot. Still, nothing is guaranteed. This team should get in, but it's no guarantee, right? Like, the Vegas Golden Knights are getting hot. They're right on the trail. Kings are playing great. They picked up points against us and Calgary. So, like, there's no letting off the gas right now. Keep going forward. Do not let teams get back into the hockey games. Like, these points are too crucial. The Oilers were able to outscore their mistakes tonight. They get the 2 points, but this game could have very easily gone completely off the rails. If the Blues come back and win this game in regulation, this is a very different video. We're all much angrier. Like, everyone's pretty happy tonight, I think. Like, I'm sure everyone's pretty disappointed with the blown leads, but collectively lately, I think the defense needs a lot of work still. Mike Smith needs to be better in goal. Mikko Koskinen's even been a little shaky in his past few starts, so goaltending needs to be better overall, but basically overall team defense has to improve as well. Giving up 5 goals is not acceptable. This team needs to be better. When they get to the playoffs, they're not going to be able to outscore their mistakes. Everything's going to get a lot tighter. There's not going to be power plays. It's not going to be as much wide open hockey. It's going to be tight defensive hockey. So this team needs to figure it out here. They need to get better defensively. Otherwise, yeah, they'll get to the playoffs, but I don't know if they're getting past the first round if they can't shut it down. The Oilers need to tighten up overall, team defensively, in goal, because I think we're going to be seeing a lot more 3-2, 2-1 hockey games than we are 6-5 hockey games. Well, that's all for me, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the win in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Take care, and I'll see you soon.